Yeah, thank you so much for asking. So, I thought that this was a book when I was writing it about my mom leaving my family several times when I was young and what happened to me afterward. But as I was writing the book, I began to understand that it was about a lot more than that. And we'll get into that, I'm sure, shortly when we talk about story versus situation. But it's basically a story about both of my parents leaving, about being raised by a single father in an apartment in Queens with a fair share of roaches and longing for my mother and coming of age without a woman around as an example and to soften the transition into womanhood and to be the eldest daughter, older sister who wants those roles and leans into them hard to realize she doesn't want to be tasked with that kind of responsibility, still misses her mom, still is trying to figure out how to be a woman and love herself and her body when she's been rejected. And it's also about giving up control and what happens to people when they give their power to people like gurus and spiritual leaders and multi-level marketing people. And it's about learning how to differentiate perhaps between what happened to you and who you are and what that means about yourself.